Okay, the next element is the of the accounting equation is the owner's equity. So in the accounting equation, we define the owner's equity as the amount due to the owners against the assets. So essentially, it relates to the interest in the business that is secured or that is owned by the investors, against which they have claimed the assets of the business. Now, the owner's equity can be of different type. If it's incorporated business, it will have share capital or equivalent. And if it's not incorporated business, then you might not have share capital. In the partnerships or incorporated partnerships, you'll see partners, members capital. So there could be different shape and forms of the share capital or equivalent in different incorporated entity structures. But the other thing that goes within the owner's equity is the retained earnings. Essentially, the retained earnings are what it says in the name. These are the earnings from the prior period being retained within the business, are not distributed to the investors. Dividends shows the dividends that has been paid. Again, any dividend that is made out of the business reduces the retained earnings. Excuse me. So it forms part of the owner's equity as such within the business. The next element is the revenue and expenses. These are the day-to-day running of the business, the revenue generated by the business, and the relevant expenses made by the business. So here's an example. For using our case study example for the class, we can see the Kelly invested her own cash of $5,000 into the business for the setup and running cost of the business. So the cash invested of $5,000 in form of capital or in form of her investment. We've seen that she said she's going to set up a company. So that means the money she's invested are in form of equity. It could be that if she's mentioned she's going to put it in as a loan, then it would have gone in as a loan. But by default, owner's money invested into the business is generally the equity invested in the business. Okay, I think this covers the accounting equation in total. We will come back to these when we start looking at our different sections of the financial statements, and also when we take a look at how the assets and liabilities are